This is the Big Dig by myself and Jacob Taylor. What was the Big Dig? The Big Dig, also known as the Central Artery Tunnel Project, was the largest, most expensive, and most challenging highway project in the history of the United States. The Central Artery was a 6-lane highway, and the Big Dig was going to try to turn it into 10 lanes. The two main highways involved in the Big Dig were I-90 and I-93, as you can see here.
So where did the Big Dig take place? The Big Dig took place in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, as we can see here.
Some goals of the Big Dig included reducing traffic, improving mobility, improve air quality by reducing traffic, that way cars are moving instead of sitting and idling for so long, and lowering the car accident rate.
So the owners and the contractors. The owner of the Big Dig was obviously the city of Massachusetts, which was in charge of all the roads and highways in the state. The main contractor of the Big Dig was Bechtel, which is a huge construction company founded in San Francisco, California. Headquarters is in Virginia. The Parsons Binkerhoff was the main engineer of the project. In 2017, they retired and would combine into a partner company with WSP Global.
Here's some more contractors on the project. J. Cashman, which was responsible for the relocation of 3 miles of utility lines. We had Modern Continental, created a series of bridges and tunnels. They also filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2008 after the Big Dig project was finished. Obayashi Corporation also created tunnels. The Perini Corporation built 8 miles of tunnels as well. And then the Kiewitz Sons Incorporated built a second parallel bridge on the project.
So the projected estimates of the Big Dig was, so the planning phase of the project started in 1982, but construction didn't begin until 1991. And it was projected to be completed in about 1998. Overall, the project cost was projected to be around $2.8 billion, which was about $7 billion adjusted for inflation as in 2020.
Estimated cost versus reality cost. Though the project was supposed to be finished in 1998, construction lasted until December of 2007, which is when the project was completed, so about 9 years after projection. And then due to the 9 extra years of construction, costs obviously went up as well. The final project cost was about $8.08 billion, which was about $21.5 billion after adjusted for inflation.
So the project timeline. In 1982, work began for the final environmental impact statement or record. In 1985, the FEIS-R filed and approved for early of the next year. In 1986, Bechtel and Parsons Binkerhoff began work. And then in 1998, Congress approves funding and scope of project, and the final design process was underway.
Here's the continued timeline. In 1990, Congress allocated $755 million to the project. 1991, construction on the Ted Williams Tunnel and South Boston Hall Road began. In 1993, South Boston Hall Road opens to the public. And then in 1995, the Ted Williams Tunnel opens for commercial traffic.
So the project timeline. So in 1988, they enter the peak construction years. In 2002, Leonard P. Zachem-Bucker Hill Bridge was completed. In 2004, dismantling of the elevated central artery of I-93 was done. And then in 2005, full opening of I-93 South and opening of Delaware Square Tunnel was completed.
Here's the end of the timeline for the project. In 2006, reached majority completion of whole project, and Spectacle Island Park opened to the public. In 2007, restoration of Boston City streets, continued construction of Rose Kennedy Greenway and other parks, and Big Dig finally completed.
So this is the start of the Big Dig. These are major parts of it. So this is Leonard Zachem Bridge. It was built during the Big Dig. The Zachem Bridge was completed in 2003. It was a big part of the Big Dig, the biggest cable-stayed bridge in the world. The bridge is 10 lanes wide and is about a quarter mile long. In total, the bridge cost about $100 million to construct.
The Ted Williams Tunnel is also a big part of the Big Dig. Finished in 1995, the Ted Williams Tunnel was a huge part of the Big Dig. About 4,000 feet of the tunnel is underwater, The tunnel is about 8,500 feet long as well in total and connects South Boston to the Logan Airport. The tunnel is beneath the Boston Harbor, and the tunnel is named after the famous baseball Red Sox legend Ted Williams. The tunnel helped extend I-90, which was an important highway in Boston.
So the DeWitt Square Tunnel, the DeWitt Square Tunnel is part of the Interstate 93 that runs underground directly beneath the financial district in Boston, called DeWitt Square. The DeWitt Square Tunnel was built in 1959, but is still an important part of the Big Dig due to I-93.
This is the Rose Kennedy Greenway. The Rose Kennedy Greenway is about 1.5 miles long park stretching across the Financial District, Wharf District, and the North End neighborhoods of Boston. The park is about 17 acres and is in the heart of Boston where millions of visitors come to gather and explore. The popular park was built due to the opening space created from the Big Dig. And as you can see here, it goes all throughout the city.
So Spectacle Island and Boston Harbor. Due to the Big Dig having 3.5 miles of underground tunnels, there was a ton of dirt that was dug up, and most of the dirt was excess dirt and gravel. The excess dirt and gravel was shipped off to this island called Spectacle Island. The dirt would go to good use as it'd be used for a project to build a new park on the island, and that construction began in 1993.
Now we're going to dive into some fun facts about the Big Dig. The Big Dig project today is officially bankrupt due to cost overruns, delays, leaks, design flaws, a death of a motorist, use of substandard materials, criminal charges, and arrests. During the peak of its construction, which was 1999 to 2002, the workers did about $3 million worth of work every day. And then the deepest point of the underground highway is 120.
So more fun facts about the Big Dig. Overall, there was about 5,000 total workers working on the project. The project estimated to a total of 16 million cubic yards of dirt, which is equal to around 15.5 million tons of dirt. Moving all that dirt took around more than 541,000 truckloads.
Some more fun facts included the Big Dig project created over 45 parks and major public plazas. The project created over 300 acres of new parks and open space, and about 150 cranes were used on the used project-wide.
So in conclusion, the Big Dig was a historical project in the world, but will forever be in the history of Boston. The project reshaped the city's landscape and transportation infrastructure. There was about 62% reduction in vehicle travel hours on I-93 and the tunnels in general. As there was a lot of good things that came out of the Big Dig project, there was also a lot to learn from this project, as many things went wrong, such as delays, money, etc.
Thank you.